Good Sunday evening, everybody. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Let's see, we got in the chat here. We got Breezy. Hi, Breezy. How you doing? Rox, how you doing? Lisa Ann, thank you, dear, for stopping in. Appreciate it. Let's see. Ooh, Rox said he might have ruined another motor. I hope not. So, um, I'm going to go as long as I can, y'all. I've had an upper respiratory infection for over a week now, and uh, sorry about that. Um, Talking aggravates the coughing. So, yeah, like I said, we're going to go as long as I can, and we'll get this done. So, hey, Daryl, how you doing, man?
Hey, Ed, how are you now?
I am still recovering from my upper respiratory infection.
Everybody, everybody's got it, I reckon now. I mean, right here and everywhere else now.
Hey, Ben, how you doing? I know what caused mine. I did a couple mower decks a week before last, changed them from the mulching to the vac at work, and there's a bunch of grass and stuff that was moldy and musty up under them decks. And breathing it in, I could feel it like the next 2 days. I could feel it coming on. So, so if I mute my mic, guys, I'm having a coughing fit.
Hey, Ben, Breezy, and everybody else in chat.
Hi, Katana. Long time no see, bud. Thank you for stopping in. But yeah, so um, IVA lady. Um, I actually went home from work sick Wednesday. Uh, did a half a day, and then off Thursday, and I had a vacation day Friday. So uh, I
Oh,
did see
that's
a
fine.
I did see a doctor, as good as it did me.
Doctor.
It was actually a physician assistant, one of the virtual ones. You do it online. Basically, she told me to go to the store, get some decongestant tablets, some antihistamines, some cough medicine, and some cough drops, and it'll clear itself up in 7 to 10 days, possibly 2 weeks. So yeah, they didn't even give me an antibiotic or anything. So um,
They,
hi, hi, Susan.
they don't. They they do not give antibiotics anymore for nothing because around here anyway.
Well, she my I had to wait 2 hours to get the appointment. You know, and or I set the appointment. I had to wait
That's
over 2 hours to get to see him, and it lasted no longer than 5 minutes. She's like, "Do you have a fever?" I'm like, "No." She's okay. Press under here. I said, "Okay." She goes, "Does it hurt?" I'm like, "No, not really." She goes, "Yeah, any redness in your throat?" I said, "No, not that I can tell." I said, "It's not even scratchy." I said, "It's in my lungs. I'm real raspy, and my sinuses are like stuffed up, and I'm getting a headache." Do you have any fever? No. Okay, well, this is what you need to take, and blah blah blah, and we'll be emailing you all the information and the you know what we went over here in the thing. You got any other questions? I mean, that's basically what she did right there.
Yeah,
No
that's about
katana,
all.
no katana. They didn't say I had COVID. Didn't even ask if I had a COVID test or anything.
Hey, Susan. No,
You know, I told her, I said I got into some mold and stuff, and she didn't even seem to be concerned about that. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So, but my boss was cool about it. He's like, yeah, take a couple days off. Feel better. Don't come here and you know wear yourself out and get even sicker. So, um,
yeah, but that's. I was fixing to ask you, did your boss have a fall over a faint because you don't ever miss work? So I mean,
no, he completely understands. So, hey
that's
Ken,
good
what's
stuff.
happening? Uh,
Ken,
So, but I do have some really good friends that I actually didn't have to go to the store and get my medicine and stuff. One of my friends went and got it for me, and even brought me some chicken noodle soup and everything. So I'm good to go. So, so I haven't been out in the garage in like a week working or anything. So um, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do a cooking video for Wednesday. I just haven't been feeling up to it. If I could cough something up, that would be awesome. You know, last Wednesday and Thursday I was coughing nice stuff up, but for the last 2 days, it's just been a dry cough. I can feel it in there. It's just not coming out. So, you know, people wonder why I don't go to the doctor very often. They don't do shit for me. You know, I could have went and got over the counter shit for myself, and not had to pay them. She did tell me to do one thing weird though. I said, get a cup of hot water like you're gonna make tea, and put a couple cough drops in it, and breathe the steam.
Yeah.
What's the difference of doing that or just eating the cough drops?
Because it's going in your lungs instead of your stomach.
Well, yeah. PAs don't do jack. That's why I really hope my daughter does get her PA license. Becomes a PA, so she can actually do something for people. I did try one of those Vicks shower puck things. Yeah, like for the first 5 minutes, I could smell it and it felt like it was working, but after that, I couldn't smell it, nothing. So, yes, I did get some Vic Vapor Rub. It's actually neat. It's like a roll on. You don't have to get it on your hands. So, yeah, I've been using that. I've been cutting down on my smoking, people. Yes. But it doesn't seem like if I smoke a cigarette or not, if I cough more or not. So, yeah, I didn't try it, the cough drop thing, but I have been using the Vicks Vapor Rub stuff and um, uh, all that, and nice long hot showers. Yep, that's right. Second chance. They don't have a problem charging you all that money for 5 minutes worth of 5 minutes worth of doing nothing for you. Tell me to go to the store and get some over the counter stuff. You know. Uh, she thought, well, she did say, well, maybe you're just having an allergic reaction to the mold. I'm like, I've never had an allergic reaction to mold before, like this, you know. So, but anyways, on to bigger and better things. So what's been happening, Ken?
Not a whole lot this weekend. Went over to Delicious and did some drywall finishing today. That was about it. They had started when I went over and did a ton of sanding. They had way too much on. And just a little bit of skim coating after that.
Well, better you than me because I hate doing drywall.
So do I, but it needed to get done for her.
I don't mind hanging it. I can hang it and cut it, all that stuff. I just don't like finishing it. I try to get it to. I'll put it on, sand it all back off. Oh, God damn it! Put it back on, sand it all back off. Yeah. Oh, here we go.
That's the way I am.
There's Jeff. Hi, Jeff. How you doing, buddy?
I'm waiting, Ed. I had to do a shutdown and a restart.
That's all right.
I don't know why if I leave this thing on too long, it loses the sound.
My old computer used to do that. If I just let it go to sleep, it would lose something. I wouldn't be able to get on the
Yeah,
internet or something. Blah blah blah. So, but
at least the end.
I wanted to get this infection thing um, taken care of because I used to get bronchitis every year, really bad, and I hate bronchitis. So I wanted to get this over and taken care of before I actually got the bronchitis. Bailey,
Why are you sick?
yeah, I have an upper respiratory infection.
Oh, I got something. I don't know what it is, but it ain't fun.
Susan, I do have some bay leaves. I may try that. That does actually sound interesting. I like bay leaves, so I just know
Hi,
not to eat
Val.
them.
It is.
Like I said, I wish I could cough something
That's
up.
what it is.
Uh,
I do.
so, but yeah, I'm actually off again tomorrow. I took Friday and Monday off on vacation, so um, I had already had this scheduled a couple weeks ago. But um,
I'm
hey,
off
Mark,
every
how you
day.
doing?
Hey, Mark.
Well, then I will definitely try it, Susan. Yeah, I haven't had an upper respiratory infection in years, probably at least 4 or 5 years, and I haven't had bronchitis in like 3 years. So, but
Well, I thought I got it from my father when he come home from the hospital last time. But I don't know. His
right,
sister told me, "Oh, go to the doctor. Go to the doctor." I says, "What doctor are you going to go to on a Saturday?" He says, "Well, you go to urgent care." I said, "What do you think they're going to do? They're going to look at you, tell you, yeah, you got a flu. Did you get your flu shot? Nope. Are you going to get one? Nope. Okay, see you later."
yeah, I through my insurance we have a virtual. You can get virtual doctor's appointments, and that's what I did. So,
Uh, the last time I took a flu shot, the last few times, every time I've ever took a flu shot, I had I got the worst case of the flu I ever had in my life. So I don't take flu shots.
I had a flu shot years ago. The only flu shot I've ever had. It left a big ass lump in my arm there for like a week.
yeah. Hi, Mudster. Yeah, years ago, 20 years ago, I had a flu shot, the one and only I've ever had, and that was the sickest I'd ever had or had ever been. I damn near had pneumonia
Yeah.
after I got it, so I don't get the flu shot at all.
Yeah, I don't think I need it because I don't. I think being me, what I got, all the problems is right now. That's all I need is to be that kind of sick.
Yep, and yeah, that's I hate being sick. You know, especially if I've been incapacitated, where I can't drive or something like that. You know, I did have to go to the store today or yesterday. I went yesterday. Went to the little corner store down here and bought some bread and a couple other things, and um, I just wasn't up to going to Wally Mart or any place. So
I went to Walmart this afternoon because I need a new pillow. Because it seems that somebody likes to drag the pillow out of the case and chew on it. So there wasn't much left of it.
uh, yeah, it's about time for me to buy a couple new pillows too, but mine are just wore out. So,
Oh, this one probably is too, but she doesn't help things.
so
But you
did
still
you
gotta
find
love her.
did
Huh?
you find a new mattress, Ken?
I've been looking.
Oh,
I found some, but I don't want to spend the money yet.
yeah. I get you.
I got up this morning, I was feeling good. Okay, I said, okay, that's cool. Come on, guys, let's go outside. I let them outside for a couple minutes. They did their stuff. They come back in. I said, I'll make you guys bacon and eggs again. By the time I got the pan out and got the bacon started, I said, oh boy. It said, I don't think the eggs are going to make it today. Time I got the bacon cooked and put it in their bowls and stuff, I was ready to pass out, I think.
You cook their eggs or you put them in raw?
No, I cook them. These got a sunny side up egg every morning.
I used to give ours
There
raw
you go.
eggs.
Well, ours is so special. She's got to have boiled eggs. I mean, she gets boiled eggs and beef tips while I'm eating bologna and fighting meat.
Well, when I had my chocolate lab on the weekends when I made breakfast, I would make myself a couple eggs and some bacon or sausage gravy and biscuits. I always gave her some, but it's only on the weekends.
Right, Junkyard?
Uh-huh. Too good, bro.
I took a ride down last Sunday. I feel like going to Cracker Barrel. I went down there, half an hour or so, 40-minute wait. I was like, okay, this was a wasted ride. I was looking forward to the steak and eggs thing with the whole fries and the grits and everything, too.
I was supposed to go to a steak fry Saturday night. I just didn't feel up to it. It was about 40 minutes away, but I didn't mind that. But yeah, I didn't feel like driving all that way, and didn't know if I was gonna have a coughing fit while driving or what. So that's what's really sucked about this whole last few days is my sleep schedule is way off now.
What sleep schedule?
Well, that's it. That's just it. I'll get super tired. I'll actually doze off in my chair, go to bed right around 9:30. By 2:30 in the morning, I'm waking up coughing my head off and can't go back to sleep. I've been up since the end of the day, so that's what I've been doing for the last like 3 or 4 days.
That's all I used last night. I think I got to bed at like 8:30. Next day I know it was 11:30. I was coughing my brains out. I got up, took a pee and got a drink of water. And then it was 2:30, and then it was 5 o'clock.
Yeah. Did I say hi to Junkyard? Hi, Junkyard. Sorry about that if I didn't. But yeah, so hey, Mater. Oh,
Where's Mayor?
right. He
Oh,
just, he
there
just
he
popped in. Cajun corn raid. Corn raid. But
I was on that Ken's live stream for a couple of minutes this morning. Hey, he told me he tries to get here, but he can't always get here when you're on.
right.
He asked me a question I don't know the answer to, but I think it was no. He wants to know if Ken got a pulling tractor too.
No.
I didn't think so.
Well, technically, yes, he has a pulling tractor. Plan B is his pulling tractor, but he doesn't pull it.
Why not?
Just don't have time and stuff.
I thought maybe it was this grumpy old man didn't want to go out and play.
Hey, Sam, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for stopping in. Appreciate it. So, but yeah, so yeah, Plan B is actually technically his. He owns it. I just run it and break it and fix it. So, that's one of the projects this winter is I'm going to rebuild the rear end that was in Plan B of the original one, put a new ring gear in it, get it back in there, and I'm undecided whether I got that homeless Honda, that 20 horse, that stock. I thought about putting it in my old frame and putting her in a stock class, but I don't know about that. I got a 3-cylinder diesel out there. I'd really love to put that in a frame. Hey, Luke Duke Outdoors, how you doing? Gauge and Raid. Awesome. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. So
Yeah, I got a kid I know over here. He's got a couple of older Cub Cadets. I'm trying to worm one out of him. We call him the Rusty Rex Restoration Farm or Rescue Farm. Cause that's about what he is. He just collects his stuff and lets it sit in the barn. Oh no! Don't break the water lines here, Elysian. The tomatoes will get thirsty.
yeah. Hi, Missy. Thank you for stopping in, dear.
Hey, Missy.
Hey, Missy.
Yeah, Sam, I seen you've been doing some plumbing. You're enjoying doing that. So, but yeah, I don't know what I want to do for next year. I mean, I'll still run Plan B, but I've been wanting to build a diesel puller for a few years, and it just that opens up a whole new can of worms, money wise.
Yeah, prices just went up, huh?
Well, they're depending on how you set them up. You got to buy a reverse grind ring and pinion gear because the diesel motors actually spin the opposite direction when you put them in the tractor than the coalers and stuff do. So, but I think I figured out a way around that because the engine I have actually has a PTO on the front side of the motor, which would make it spin the correct direction. So I might be able to use that to hook into the clutch setup and do it that way. But the clutches for them, just because they make so much torque and stuff, are really expensive. So I don't know.
Well, they run the wheel horses too, don't they?
Yeah.
Well, they're mostly all belt drives, ain't they?
Yes, they are. You got to put the best thing to use on them is a spring from a trampoline.
Yeah.
Put one of those springs on them.
I know you got to put something on pretty good.
Yeah. Small Town Machine Shop. How you doing, buddy? Thank you for stopping in. I used to pull a belt drive. It was a Gilson, and the belt was only like a 26-inch belt, not real big belt. And I actually had a trampoline spring on that, but I also had it in an eyelet to where I could actually put more tension on it if I wanted to, if it started sleeping.
Uh-huh.
Grass Cutter Palmer, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate that. Appreciate it. So,
Hey, Grass Cutter.
But the thing about the Gilson is I've been told, I haven't tried it yet, but all the bolt holes and everything are there to bolt a Cub Cadet rear end into it. I just have to build the clutch setup for it, which is no big problem. I've done that before. I did it in my other tractor because I actually moved the motor. So ain't no big deal building a clutch hanger and stuff for it. So that might be a project this winter. Run a Briggs & Stratton. I got a Briggs & Stratton in that. It's an opposed twin 18 horse, which it's 42 cubic inches, I think it is. 46 cubic inches, something like that. I can't remember it offhand right now, but it's almost, and it was actually a good strong engine back whenever I was pulling it before. So that might be a choice to put it into the stock class.
Oh, like the guy out Butchgill said, "God, we need to get you the right tractor with the right size rubber to run with us now."
Mm-hmm. Oh, you look around, you can find them old Cub Cadets sitting around.
There's 3 of them for sale for like 500 up here by me. One's complete, and I guess it runs, and the other 2 are just like parts tractors.
All you need is a parts tractor. You don't need the mower deck or anything like that, and you're not going to run the stock motor in it, so that'll have to that would have to get gone through. So, you know, basically you just need the chassis and your rear end.
Uh-huh.
If you weren't so far away, I know Mark's got a bunch up on the hill. I think I've got one sitting down in the shed. That it was kind of going to be a restoration project, but I've kind of lost interest in restoring it. So,
Well, Mark got nothing better to do. Throw it on a trailer and go for a ride one day.
maybe after he gets his back taken care of.
I think the way he's talking about the way they're going to do his back, I don't think he's going to be able to bend you even sit in the truck. Period. Not if they're going to glue everything all together and shit.
He'll be able to sit. It'll just take a little while to rehab from it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to learn how to sit without it hurting.
My dad had a couple vertebrae fused in his back, and after rehab and everything, he was fine. Actually, he was in less pain after that than he was before because of it. So.
After he gets that done and gets better, he's going to be on the road more than a Walmart driver.
Yeah, I know he's itching to get back out. So, yep, Lisa, it is. It's all about rehab. If you follow through on your rehab and do your rehab and do the stuff that they ask you to do, usually you don't have too many problems. If you just go willy-nilly and say, well, I ain't doing that, and try to overdo it or whatever, that's when you start having problems. Yep. So, yeah, don't take long to hurt yourself. It takes a long time to heal up from it.
Oh, yeah, big time.
Yep. So,
I don't know. I know it doesn't come with mower deck or anything. The tractor's up here by me. But at the same time, I'm kind of thinking if I ain't working right now, there's no point in spending extra money because winter's coming and what I'm getting from the state barely gets you a peanut butter sandwich every day.
right.
So it might be a better idea to keep what I got.
Mudster, I'm not sure how they work. I think they work off the brakes. I think it kind of applies the brake on one side and stops that wheel from spinning and makes the other one kick in. Like in our pulling tractors, the way we do the Cub Cadet rear ends is we will shim these spider gears real tight into in the carrier. Not so much that they won't spin, but when they're shimmed in good and tight, you can still make corners because they will slip a little bit. But when you start down the track, it has enough pressure on them both to keep them going.
Keep you straight.
Yep. Yeah. Now some of the stock tractors and stuff, they'll actually weld up the spider gear or put a spool in it. No, I'm not doing that with one of our tractors. Because when they get out of hand, they get out of hand, and they get out of hand real quick.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I know. I seen that last couple of Sundays ago.
Hey, Roadrunner, how you doing, man? Thank you for stopping in. Appreciate it.
rode running in the loop.
Uh, yeah, I seen one modified like we pull. The guy had a welded rear end in it, and he started down the track, and the one tire lost traction, and it actually literally spun the tractor up on one back wheel and laid it
Mm-hmm.
over on its side. Yeah, that ain't happening. So
And when you're going that fast, it's really hard to keep a handle on them when they start going their own way.
right.
You got to be pretty darn quick. Oh, this kid, I talked to him about a week ago. He called me up the other day and he's like, you know, when you come down the road to my house? I says, yeah. Well, when you go through the gate, on the left side, there's 324 feet. I'm thinking, so? He says, yeah, it's 324 feet. And he's like, what kind of dirt would you use for a pulling track? I says, I don't know. Any kind, really, as long as it don't got a lot of any kind of much sand in it.
Yeah, you want for the track itself, you want clay with a little bit of sand in it, something you can actually like dig some up and squeeze it, and it'll make like a turd, but you can crumble it.
Yeah.
That way it'll pack, and you can get traction, but it doesn't get hard and slick,
Yeah.
almost like a baseball field.
Well, that's what there's a place called Kelsey's over there by where he lives there. That's all they do is they sell the ball field clay and shit. He's like, I'm not going to Kelsey's and buying a load of ball field clay for what that stuff costs. I was like, well, you know what, dude? Go out, get yourself a couple of loads of decent dirt off of some job, put it out there, just grade it. I said, but you're gonna have to get yourself a pretty good sized roller to really back it down.
Mm-hmm. And just don't use gray clay,
Yeah.
because gray clay will do nothing but stick to everything. And
Make a mess.
I pulled on a track that they brought in a bunch of gray clay and put in, and then they rototillered it in, and it would actually throw big chunks of it out as we're going down the track.
Well, I asked him, I says, what are you going to do for pulling? Oh, I'll make a stone boat. I said, he says, they're not hard to make. I said, well, no, not really. Stone boat's just a hunk of like 1/2 inch or 3/4 inch piece of steel.
Mm-hmm.
He says, I figure, yeah, we could get a bunch of people there and have them just jump on as it goes down. I was like, dude, how about you do this? If you're going to do that, make yourself a bunch of like little 100-pound weights or whatever and start out like 5 and just keep adding them.
Yeah, insurance won't cover you if you have people riding on the sled.
Yeah, plus you get to the point you get so many people on there. It's like when you're down at about 800 or 900 foot mark, it's a challenge to jump on there without knocking everybody over.
Well, we used to do what they call dead sled pulling,
Yeah.
And it was you went 10 feet at a time. Every tractor would go, try to pull the boat 10 feet. Yeah, I won't do that no more. Even with a stock tractor, I broke so many tractors doing that. That's so hard on them. Because basically, when you get up, when the weights get really, really heavy, there's nothing that says you have to be straight with the sled. So you back up at an angle to it, and you dump the clutch, and you get the sled to twist, and that breaks it loose, and then you can drag it your 10 feet. But yeah, it's just really hard on drive lines and stuff. Is the front axle Mudster? Is that front axle like shaft driven, or is it belt driven, or how is it? Could you
Hey,
put some?
Cajun,
could you put some kind of a clutch system on the axe or on the drive line itself to disengage the front? Of course, that wouldn't unlock the axle itself across. That would just unlock it from being four-wheel drive. So you'd still have the steerability issue. Never mind. Hey, Cajun, how you doing, bud?
Hi, Ed. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you for the raid.
Daryl, Ken, Jeff, how y'all doing? Everybody in chat, how y'all doing? Oh, you got a few raiders came in?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We had about 20 people in there, and we had Uncle Bradley Height. He's over in Vegas. He's a silversmith, and he was pouring silver in the molds that he had just made out of death clay. And we got to see, a bunch of people got to see him pouring silver.
Wow, that's neat.
Making stuff. He made a Freddy Krueger, son of Chucky. What's the other one? Michael Myers, and I forget what else he had poured tonight.
He did do a Chucky too. He poured a Chucky too.
Right, Chucky and
Son of Chucky, Chucky, son of Chucky, and he showed some Star Wars stuff that he made too.
Yeah, he was showing how you clean up, and make your vents and you pour holes and stuff. And oh yeah, it was interesting. He used to do that all the time on live streams. We'd get 50 and 60 people watching him do that in my live stream.
Yeah, I've never watched anybody pour like silver or precious metals. It's always been like aluminum or cast iron or something along them lines.
Yeah, aluminum, boy, that's good when you get a bunch of cans and melt them down and get a lot in a big forge, homemade forge, and pour it down an anthill. Makes a beautiful sculpture.
Well, I was watching a guy. They do the lightning rods down in the sand, beach sand. Stick the steel rods down in, and then they pour them full of or dig them up, and it's sand or beach glass.
Right.
And then they were talking about doing the pouring into the anthills, and they were saying it's aluminum and something else mixed together. Is it zinc maybe or something? It makes it flow better. I'm not
sure.
Yeah,
not sure.
But the beach sand ones with the lightning rods, those are cool.
Yeah, I never saw that. Wow, I'm gonna have to check that out. I'm gonna have to, type it into the YouTube search and see what comes up.
Try putting in lightning beach sand or beach glass.
All right.
All
I got to do is put in beach glass. I'll probably get a million different things pop up.
Yeah. But these guys they go out and they stick, I think they're steel or copper rods or something out in the beach when a thunderstorm's coming in, and they just wait for them to get struck, and then they real carefully go out and dig them up, and some of them are beautiful, because it spreads out and everything.
Right.
So.
Well, yeah, that lightning, the temperature and all is so high, it crystallizes the sand, because sand, that's what glass is made with sand.
Right. Right. It actually melts the sand into glass. So.
I'm going to jump off here, Ed. It's getting too hard for a cough right now again.
Okay.
Jeff, you sound bad.
Yeah, I feel bad too.
I appreciate it, Jeff.
So. Yeah, Missy's not feeling good. She had a flu shot Thursday, and I think it hit her Friday evening. Wait, when was it she went to her mom? No, yesterday. Well, no, she was feeling bad Friday. And then yesterday she went to Mama Faye's and cooked lunch for him, and dried some clothes. My dryer's still out. Once I get some extra money, I'll get a heating element for it. Well, that was yesterday, Missy. Saturday was yesterday. So she had to leave early from her mom's because she was feeling so bad.
Yeah, we were talking about the flu shots there earlier. I got one like 20 years ago and got sicker on a dog, and I've never had one again. But I know other people that get them every year and don't have an issue with them at all.
Right.
And it's probably just me. So
I didn't get one. Not
It's
me.
just it's not just you, Ed, because every time I've had 3 of them, and all 3 times
Felt
I
bad.
wish I had never thought about seeing a flu shot.
Yeah. Johnny, last week, he woke up at 2 or 3 in the morning, freezing to death, and it was warm outside. I mean, not even chilly outside. It was, the sun was out and it was like 80 degrees, and he was freezing to death, and so he put something on and covered himself with something else and got comfortable, and it passed about 10 or 11 in the morning. But Missy, she's still this one ain't passing on her.
Yeah, I mean, some people don't have a problem. Some people have a mild reaction. Some people have no reaction.
Yeah.
I
I had one flu shot in my life. That was 30 plus years ago. And it was a free shot at the library over in Grosstet, where I was living at the time. But I threw him a $10 bill. Hell, I was making money, That's how much I owe y'all. They said, nothing is free. I said, well, here's $10. Y'all put it toward books or whatever, or there's Gleason.
Hi, Gleason.
He said he'd be here later on. He got him a new propane patio heater on sale at Lowe's for $99.
Awesome.
And he was in his shop. He's got a mechanic shop there where he had a business, oil changes, brakes, all that stuff, tires, got a tire machine. And that's a good sized shop. And that patio, and he had the doors open and the patio heater was on, and it was nice in there, very comfortable. And it's like 31 degrees outside of where he's at.
Wow. Yeah, my work offers some the flu shots every year too. Some people get them, some people don't, but they're free if we go get them. But
A mill I was at one time, they were gonna give everybody free flu shots, and the next thing they knew, they didn't have enough damn people to run the assembly lines anymore, because after they give the flu shots, everybody got sick, and they just
heck.
I mean, this is 400 or 500 people meal. I mean, we were building water heaters, and I don't think they ever offered the free flu shots again.
Mater, same thing. He gets really sick off of.
Yeah, I mean
I just drive by the flu shot place now. He said.
They gave everybody the shot, and I think they had to piece together just enough people in each department just to run what they could run for about 2 weeks there, because everybody was sick.
Dang.
Well, back when they were giving the Hunan double shots, they actually gave everybody where I work at $100 bonus if you got them.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you get on that bandwagon?
Yeah.
Yeah, $100, free money.
Yep.
That's about the only way I'd do it.
Yep.
Both times I went in the hospital, 3 times I went in the hospital, they asked me, did you get your vaccination? I'm like, no. But I've had plenty of tests, and they all come out, A-OK.
Right. Well, they were trying to get 100% vaccination through work, so
At work?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just because we deal with students and You know,
Right. Yeah,
people-
yeah, a crowded area. You got a lot of people in one area.
right. So
Even though you in the shop separate from all that, you still have interaction and it's in the air.
I gotta deal with the vehicles. I gotta deal with the people that deal with the students.
Hmm.
You know, yeah.
Right.
So, and plus, like our physical plant, everybody either had to take a 5% pay cut for I forget what period of time, or a 2 week layoff, and they that was that $100 was kind of a thank you for that, you know.
Oh, okay.
You know, which compared to what you make in 2 weeks, $100 ain't much, but you know, it's more than you had before. So, um, and it, so
Yeah. Beep beep. Road runner.
yeah, they actually aren't making it mandatory that you have it when you come in as a student, but this past fall, uh, if you came in from a area that was still high in cases, you had to quarantine. They made them
Oh,
quarantine. Yep, they made them quarantine for 2 weeks.
yeah, the hot area, the hot zones they call it.
Yep.
Florida was a hot state
Yeah,
at one time.
and we have a lot of students that come in from Florida and
Can imagine.
overseas. So, but as far as I know, we had no cases brought in when the students came in. So,
That'll work.
which was very cool. So, but yeah, so but we still have people that wear masks all the time. Um, at least one of our guys that works in the physical plant, which he deals with the garbage and stuff. He still wears one, but his wife is she's on oxygen 24/7 and stuff. So he's like, I don't want to take a chance of taking anything home to her. And then our one secretary up front, she still has her sneeze guards up. She don't have to. They said they can take them down. She chooses to leave them up. She likes them. So,
Well, it's being a little careful.
well, the funny thing is her desk is kind of angled. It kind of goes up, then it angles. Between the two, where it angles at, there's about a foot gap there, and at the one end, there's like a 3 foot gap. Well, everybody either goes to the gap in the middle and talks to her, or around the end. So, but
Yeah.
it's fun to go up when she's not there and stick Post-it notes on the outside of it.
Oh, a double shingle shot. Wow.
Yeah, I need to go have a shingle shot because I did have chicken pox pretty bad when I was young. So,
It's not one, it's two.
or two. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have. I don't think I had something one time. I was in school and the teacher noticed it, and I forget. I don't think it was the measles, or I don't know what it was, but my mom was a nurse for 40 years, and she sent me back to school the next day. She says, "This boy ain't got which y'all chicken pox or measles, whatever they said it was, because he doesn't have it."
Hey, Joe.
Well, I most definitely did. And you had it too, didn't you, Ken?
Twice.
Twice? Yeah, you had it twice.
Chicken pox twice?
Yep.
Wow, that's rare.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Because usually a lot of people, parents of kids, like if they got a friend that has it, the parents will bring their kids over so they can catch it and get it over with.
Lisa just said she had chicken pox 3 times. So.
Wow.
Yeah. But I was lucky. I only had it once, but in your teens. Yeah, they said the older you get, the worse it is. So, yeah,
The shingles. Yeah, shingles are bad. I've never had them, but I've heard a lot of horror stories.
well, like Palmer there said he had it in his teens. So I imagine that would be worse than having it when you're young. So, and then yeah, us old folks getting shingles. So
Mm.
yeah, I just need to get around to getting it.
Damn, Gleason, you got a bowl of chili? Oh man, that's making me hungry. Good night hot bowl of chili right now with some sour cream in the middle of it.
Sour cream and some cheddar cheese.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Forgot about the cheese. Sure did. And I don't just put one spoonful of sour cream. Or if I do one spoonful, it's one of them big cooking spoons, big Cajun cooking spoons.
As long as you don't put it over spaghetti.
Right.
No, no.
My
I
neighbor
can't.
puts Oreos in his chili.
What's that?
My neighbor puts sour cream and cheese like we do, but then he dips Oreos in his chili instead of like crackers or Fritos.
Yeah. I'll take a sloppy Joe. When Missy cooks sloppy Joe, I'll get a bowl and I'll put some Fritos in the bottom. Just
Yeah.
like a chili pie. Chili Fritos. I'll do that with sloppy Joes. Yeah, sloppy Joe's a little sweeter. Got that sweeter taste to it.
I prefer to have corn chips and stuff in my sloppy joes rather than eating them on a bun. Use them as a dip.
Oreos. He said it's really good, but I never tried it.
Maybe you oughta. You like the chocolate cake with peach juice over it, so it gets like pudding.
Oh yeah.
I don't mind eating chunks of peaches with my chocolate cake, but I don't think I can't do the mushy. So, but yeah, like I said, I'm off again tomorrow. If I'm feeling up to it to get to the store, I might get some stuff to cook for Wednesday, but I may also just re-upload one of my old ones. So I don't know. We'll see how I'm feeling in the morning when I wake up. I know I didn't feel like going to the store today, so maybe I'll just make grilled cheese or something. Y'all want to watch me make grilled cheese again? With dill pickles. Yeah, free. I like the Fritos and chili, or the scoopable corn chips. That's awesome with chili too.
Yeah, they bigger.
Yeah,
Bigger, and you can actually dip into the chili with those.
And what I really used to like to do is go to Wendy's and get a loaded baked potato and a bowl of chili. Smash that potato open, dump the chili.
Oh yeah.
Dump the chili on top of it.
Yeah.
We used to have a reward luncheon once a month at work, and they talked about having chili. It was chilly outside, or cooler weather, and they were going to have like 4 different kinds of chili. I said, well, you need to make some baked potatoes, and they're like, what do you mean make? I said, just order a dozen baked potatoes or whatever. If nobody eats them, whatever. Dude, I barely got one of those potatoes because everybody, they're like, chili with baked potato, or baked potato with chili on it, that's the best. And the higher ups had never heard of putting chili on a baked potato.
Like, that's a normal sized potato right there.
Yeah.
Now, look at this one.
Oh yeah.
That's what I call a baked potato, and I'll bake those, and them big ones, or two little ones like that, normal ones, and I'll open it and I'll fluff that potato up in there and add the butter and whatever, a little salt, and then if I got some leftover shrimp stew, crawfish etouffee, or what, and we call them a loaded potato, twice baked stuffed potato. what we call them down here. They used to have a potato shop, restaurant. Their potatoes were guaranteed to be a pound, just a potato. And they did the broccoli and cheese potatoes, the crawfish etouffee, the shrimp stew. They had all kind of different varieties. And I could make 2 meals out of that. And I was a big eater at that time. Yeah, well, you got a half pound of potato and you got another half a pound of food on it. They served it one of them big flippy plates, but they didn't have the little compartment things like two little squares on top and then the main area. It was all just one big flat flippy plate, and it would fill that up. Their potatoes and whatever they gave it to you, and it was only like $5-6.
Hello.
Hey, Arch.
Hi, Arch. How you doing, man? Thank you for stopping in. I seen Joe stopped in there too. I said I didn't see him pop in and say hi to him too.
Hey, Joe. What, Little Joe?
Just said Joe.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, fresh Dutch apple pie sounds really good.
Ooh, yeah.
And Missy asked about Mark and Sandy. They're doing great. They actually signed the house. They're working on it night and day, trying to get it ready to move in. Hopefully, they will be moving in next weekend.
They were in my stream earlier for a little while.
Okay.
Well, not the panel, but saying hi, busy, got stuff like that.
Right. I know like I said, they were shooting for this weekend, but with the weather and everything, and then Mark getting diagnosed with his back and stuff, they're actually planning on doing surgery and stuff on his back. So they just didn't actually get everything done they wanted to. So they're shooting for next weekend.
Okay.
Yes,
it sure is.
Yes, sir. Schaefer's Racing Oil. That's what I
remember the old Schaefer beer. I used to drink the heck out of that when I was younger, like teenager. Not really. Teenager. And now, like what was it, about 6 or 8 years ago? Somebody had some beer and it was Schaefer Light. Anyway, do you want a beer? I said, yeah, I'll take a beer. And I took a sip of that. I'm like, oh man! I said, you ain't got no Coors Light, do you? He was like, give me that. I'll drink it. You ain't poisoning it. I only took one sip. I was like, ugh. And I can't believe I was drinking this stuff, a lot of this stuff, when I was younger.
Yeah, I use Schaefer's oil at work. Schaefer's oil, Schaefer's grease, gear oils, hydraulic oils, all that kind of stuff.
I didn't know they were still making that stuff.
Oh yeah, yep. And I talked with my salesman, and he got me in touch with the advertising department, and they actually sent me this banner and the one that's in my garage. And gave me a discount on a couple cases of oil, the V-Twin oil that Mark and I use. So
wow.
It's like $5 off a case, which if anybody knows about Schaefer's oil, $5 doesn't sound like a lot, but it is when the case is like 80.
Wow! So it is pricey.
Yeah.
Well, just walk. All oil is pricey right now. I mean, just walk down the aisle at Walmart and look at the price of oil. I mean, it don't matter what brand name or what.
I get my stuff from O'Reilly's. Hell on Walmart. O'Reilly's is cheaper than Walmart.
I'm just using that as an example. These daggum quick lube places now will change the daggum because they buy it in 55-gallon drums. It's cheaper for them to change the oil now than it is for you to get the oil filter, and everything else to do it.
Yeah, the last drum I bought, the last drum of gas engine, which is 5W30, um, that I bought through work or bought at work, was just about $1,100 for a 55-gallon drum. But you can go 7,000 miles in between oil changes. And we've been using it now for just about 20 years, 22 years. And when we first did it for the first 10 years, we used to send oil analysts in every oil change on all the vehicles, and they all come back clear. So I don't do them anymore because they've proved themselves to me. I don't need to know that it's got good zinc in it and good friction multipliers and stuff like that. So when I was looking for an oil to use in the pulling tractors, that would be okay to run with methanol, because we get methanol in the oil pans. I called them and talked to them, and the V Twin Racing Oil is what they recommend, because it has stuff in it that will actually suspend the methanol and not let it get to the bearings and stuff to destroy them. So.
Oh, okay.
There's I wasn't looking at the prices. Do the oil change in this Explorer out here, and it decided the place across the road from O'Reilly's actually advertises to do it for what it was going to cost me for five quarts of oil.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, our Napa store actually sells Schaefer's oil. If they don't have, like, they can get my V Twin oil, but I order it straight through my salesman because I get a better price on it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they can actually order whatever I want through Schaefer's oil. So they can get it in the 55-gallon drums too, just like I do. But like I said, it's cheaper for me to order it through my salesman. So, all right, y'all. It's been an hour. I'm gonna shut this down.
Wow.
So,
oh, that's right. I was a half hour late.
appreciate y'all coming in and hanging out, and we will catch you all next week.
All right, everybody. It's good to be north of the grass. Be safe. Stay that way. And as always, love, peace, crackling grease. Catch y'all. Pluto. Later.
Later.
Bye, everybody. Thank you again.